Hello, people and bots. Grandpa Canuck here, and we are in Hearts of Iron. And on this video, I'm going to do an introductory to the Black Ice mod. I play Black Ice mod all the time when I do Hearts of Iron 4. It is a great mod. I highly recommend it. And since all my streams of Hearts of Iron 4 included, I thought an introduction to Black Ice would be called for and explain to people how they themselves can get started with the Black Ice mod and what it is. Okay, so when using mods, the launch screen here for Hearts of Iron 4 has something called playlists. Okay, and you get information here on the left. This is all standard vanilla stuff. You get the home screen. You get a listing of all the DLCs content that you currently have. You do not need to have any expansions for Black Ice, although I have most of the expansions. I don't have the last two, the one involving Italy and the new one that came out a few days ago involving South America. I haven't got those two yet. I probably will. I don't think those two are really greatly needed for adding anything. I don't know if there's anything that they add to the Black Ice mod. So in your play sets, you have a choice here. You can show all your installed mods, and you need to pick from these mods what you want to play with. Now, the major ones for Black Ice, of course, are the events and the historic immersion mod. Now, I quite often play the test mod. Folks, here is the historic immersion mod. This is the base mod that you need. Okay, let's just open it up in the Steam Workshop here. So you can get an idea of what it looks like to get the right one, because there are several of them. Yes, that's my birds, Bonnie and Clyde. You hear them in the background. They love to make comments and talk, and they will do so. They're sitting on my left arm as I work the controls here, and they're just having a great time participating with everybody else. So you need to subscribe to it. Now, it is the Black Ice Historical Immersion mod. Okay, that is the version that I use, and this is the standard one. There's various other ones that are out there. Some of them are language changes, etc. Make sure you get the one that's for you. This is the standard one that's out there. Okay, you can see it's got a long list of creators, and as you can see, it's got subscribers up to 167,000. So it's a very popular mod that is used. It gives a lot of information here. It's got the welcome screen, you know, getting started. Okay, making sure you have the right version of the game installed, etc. Okay, the features of the mod. Okay, the community. I think this is important because this has the link to Black Ice on Discord, which can be a useful tool. The Paradox forum link. Okay, the Black Ice test version and the official guide. Now, the test version, let's just bring that one up, is the one that I like because it is the most up-to-date. As you can see, it was last updated on March 8th. It's currently the 14th. There was a DLC release on the 7th, and they updated it immediately on the 8th, so there was no interference from what Paradox did on that. So the test version is fully up to date. Just so you can down here, the current number of subscribers is 28,174. You know, for it, and that's the test mod version of it. Now, the other thing that is crucial, if you want to learn black ice and put the time in to know what black ice does, is the official guide. I could do a whole demo about the official guide. As you can see here, there's all kinds of topics listed down the right-hand side here on how black ice has changes that affect the game, including frequently asked questions and comments. Okay, so these is, everything is in here. Country-specific mechanics. I'm currently filming the Japanese series, right? And so to know what's going on with the special things with Japan in black ice, it's listed here. So if you want to know more about the specifics of the mod, how it's affecting the country you're playing, there's a section here. The designing ships is all here. Naval combat classes, air combat, land unit overview, land combat army doctrines, equipment expansion and design, construction production, technology, intelligence, politics, and of course the introduction that they do to black ice. So this is all here. It's all linked. It is all very, very well supported. This is absolutely wonderful. I just am really amazed that there's only 17,183 unique visitors here to the official Black Ice Guide for Hearts of Iron 4. Because everything is here. If there's something you don't understand in the game that's happening, that's involving the mod. So I think it's a very, very key item if you get involved with black ice. Okay. So back here, the official guide, troubleshooting, credits. As you can see here, the main development team has 7 names with an honorable developer, junior developers, active contributors, honorary mentions, galore, etc. It is a huge team that has put this together. Absolutely huge. It was first posted September 17th, 2017. Okay, and the last update to the main immersion mod was December 16th. That's why I play the test version, because it keeps adding more all the time to it. So if you're after something that is guaranteed 100% stable, stick to the main version. If you want something that's cutting edge, up to date, go with the test version of the game. So out of all these possibilities and all my other mods that are installed, I am using a playset that has the Black Ice Events GFX and the Black Ice Hearts of Iron 4 test version. Okay, so that's what I'm going to set up, and we'll hit play. Now it'll go through its various load screens here, and it will show you the various graphics and wonderful statements that come out on the bottom, words of wisdom from many historic characters. They are all very, very interesting. I'm a retired military historian, and Canadian World War II in general, was something I studied and taught and displayed and dealt with artifacts. I interviewed many veterans from around the world, British, Canadian, American, German, a few other countries along the way. Even interviewed a British man who was a prisoner of war in Japan, who escaped for a slight period of time, was confined in solitary confinement. Uh, I have talked to veterans that have landed on D-Day. I've talked to Germans that were in submarines that operated on the Eastern Front and survived. Now there's a rare World War II veteran to be around. So my life has been blessed with a lot of extra content and knowledge about World War II, and I think of those individuals every time I do a World War II game. And Hearts of Iron, Black Ice Mod helps me do that. Okay, so there is the standard options here, which is gameplay, video, audio, accessibility, etc. Okay, I use 920 by 1080 on the video, and I've now set it to pause on the notifications, which I like. Now, when you go into the single, and you can continue the game, new game, or load, you can choose what country you want. Okay, and let's select Germany. And as we go in, it brings us up with Germany. Now you can still switch to any other country, and it doesn't have to be the major countries. I mean, you can play Luxembourg. Okay, you can come on over and let's see, Costa Rica. Now, Black Ice is designed to follow the most probable lines that could happen, not just the exact way Germany did things, but there are some alterations. Under the custom game rules, you find the difficulty level. Regular is what I play on, but under the custom game rules, you can alter a number of things. The major nation buffs, as it says, is custom difficulty sliders can be assessed in-game. Under the foreign policy, there's a few things that you can adjust here. Production licensing, lend-lease, volunteers, leaving the faction, taking over faction leadership, and you can customize these as you wish. Like volunteers can be set to free. So there are no restrictions on sending volunteers to foreign wars. Whatever turns your crank, I like same ideology. I like a good bit of realism. Lend-lease I do set to limited, but related to world tension and ideology. Licensing, though, if somebody will sell you a license, doesn't matter if they're questionable neutral, I do allow that one to be on free. The minor AI research, okay, you can set to a scripted or normal. Paradrops can be allowed or unallowed. Maximum fort levels can be altered as to what you want. Historical unit spawns. This will bring in units that spawned historically, yes or no. I like a bit of alternate history. I don't like to follow things directly, and I build all my own units. So that's my standard setting for myself. Panzer mod, disabled or enabled. Covert actions, of course. Boosting party popularity. Okay, and I set that to free. Now, the AI behavior. This is where Black Ice is somewhat moddable into a non-historic, atypical historic World War II as it actually happened, and what you can do. So there are a few choices here. It is not fully open to playing Romania and taking over the world. It's not fully open to playing a lot of minor nations and doing drastically different roles. Uh, the Black Ice mod is centered around the major powers and certain secondary nations that had impact. So with that in mind, the things you can do, no matter what country you're playing, you can set the German Asian ally to be either China or Japan. Japan can be set to be historical or alternate. Okay. The Japanese expansion doctrine can be set to southern or northern. Britain can be set to historical, home defense, or global defense. And the British ahistorical focus can be set to either Asia, Europe, or Navy. The British Imperial Federation don't allow or allow. France can be set to alternate or popular front, as well as historical. Okay, the alternate is France forming the Little Entente to contain Germany. The popular front, the French AI will attempt to turn socialist and form the Little Entente by going down the relevant branches of the nationalist focus tree. So it does give you the historical and two other options for France. It does give you three options: historical, home defense, and global defense for Britain. Okay. The interesting one is Hungary. Hungary has a full range of what it can do, and this can be very, very interesting to play a mildly non-historic game. So you have a full range here, including random, that you can do with Hungary. It also has the Austro-Hungarian possibility, which would be interesting, setting up the either an alliance with Austro-Hungary and seeing on how that would go, or whatever else. So there's a number of alternate histories that you can explore that are out there involving Hungary, and I think this is a very interesting one. Hungary being set as the Austro-Hungarian development. Of course, all the other ones are available as well. So that is what you can set for the set variables for how you want to approach Black Ice. Just back out, and from there you start the game, go into it, and as it loads through, it will come up with the main country that you have selected to play, and go into all the options. Now, I wanted to wait to show you this screen when it loads in, because it does state that you have the graphics mod loaded. It is the test version, okay, and it lists the version here, the test version. It has the links, okay. It's got the basic compatibility. It got information on what's most recently been added. The most major thing added to the test is the industry rework that has been added to the game, okay, and the performance, right? So all this can be altered. And now it's got a screen up that I don't want, and I can't reach it. It's just off the top of my page. So a number of the screens are slightly different. the images, sometimes you have to click on to bring them up. The decisions will be different in Black Ice and a lot more extensive. Okay, and of course, sorry about this, the very, very extensive focus tree is cut off. You cannot turn Germany into a democracy, etc. So these are very, very, very modded trees for the major, and this is a whole introductory video on its own. Okay, so every aspect of the game has been changed. A lot of the icons have changed. A lot of things have been updated in very interesting ways. The map has been changed here within Black Ice. So these are all things that you will notice and need to get used to. So that's an overview, introduction into Black Ice mod for Hearts of Iron 4. This is Grandpa Canuck, and this video has been done on Twitch live and will be on Twitch for the next week. It will go through and be on my YouTube channel within the next day or so for you to return to if you want to go back to it. And I will add more tutorials centered around Black Ice, particularly if there's a demand for certain things. I know that some of the shipbuilding, production, the focus trees, there's a number of things there that are definitely in need of a good mod. I think that's something that I may do. My apologies for this. I'll have to get my screen sorted out. So until next time, take care, all you people in bots. We'll see you again. Have fun. Bye-bye.